した。これとエッジダッシュとどれだったっけな、ウェーブダッシュタイミング、この辺りだったか。チャンネル、こういうリンクをコピー、はいはい、ツイート、下書き、うわ、もう下書き欄にツイートをぶち込みすぎて、下書き開くときにすごく重くなってんだよね。ダメじゃねえか容量が悪い。俺容量いいと思うんですけどね。コピーでレッフェンみてえな、レッフェンが出したそれも独自のレッフェン、これなんて書こうかな。待ってよ。スマブラデラックスの使い、上リンクのレッフェンが出した25分にもわたるなんだ、マイプラクティクス、25分にもわたる私のトレモなんだろう、私のトレモ理論って言った方がいいんですか。レッフェンが出した25分にもわたるトレモ解説動画を英語がわからないなりに英語全くわからない俺が噛み砕きます違うな、噛み砕きますじゃないな、英語全くわからない俺が理解したふりをします。理解したふりをして解説します。いや違う、俺がレッフェンの言いたいことを脳みそに入れるためにわざわざ配信でやるんだって。だから俺も解説動画を英語全くわからない俺がで理解する配信です。みんなでレッフェンのそれも分かった気になろう。はい。結構これ俺面白いと思うんだけど、俺まだねほとんど見てないんだよねこの動画。待って、ちょっと広告対策するか。一旦広告をちょいちょいって消しといて、これ全部映ってる？だって全部映ってるかこれ。こっからかな。もうちょい広げた方がいいかも。どうですか？待ってよ、画面か。いや、全く英語本当にわかんないんだけど。義務教育は済ませてきたから。なんだかんだわかるか。 英語全くわからないって言ってるけど、俺なんだかんだ多分わかるわ。うん。まずね、アンクルパンチが出したトレモハックがあるんだけど、なんだっけ、トレーニングハックパックっていうので合ってるのかな、正式名称これわかんないんだけど、イベントバッジのところがだいぶ操作されてて、これでねいろいろ見れるようになってるんですよね。まあやれること、ちゃんと具体的なトレモがよりしやすいんですよね、このハックは。これだと着地キャンセルがうまくできてるかどうか、これだと崖列がちゃんとできてるかどうか、これはひたすら卵を割るやつで俺がめっちゃ好きなんだよね。でこれは SDI だからまあずらしを入れ込めるかどうかっていうお話ですか。でリバーサルっていうのは半角をちゃんと取りましょうっていう。パワーシールドはパワーシールドはパワーシールドはパワーシールドなんだけど、あれ C リフだ、C リフでシードロスペーシング温度シードだから、これは技を押し付ける練習かな。でふにゃふにゃ、もうめんどくさくなってきた。というわけで早速レッフェンの解説動画を見ていきますか。これ25分もあるんですよね。25分40秒。誰がこんな長いのを見てやるかっていうお話ですよ。この見てらんねえから、それもね、配信でネタにするぐらいでしか多分俺消費しねえと思うんだよな、このコンテンツを。
This is more of a template for the practice routine, so you can see how does it look, how can I input my own. You can use this for any character, but obviously Fox is one of the characters that needs the most text.
待って、やっぱ字幕入れるか。
So this is the Fox practice guide.
Basically, I'm gonna go through how I learned to do a couple of easy things
down with Fox. That will help you get started, and it will help you there are more specific Fox than other characters. And 3, what a practice routine does for you, and what a practice routine I've used before might look like. And this is more of a template for the practice routine, so you can see how does it look, how can I input my own. Use this for any character, but obviously Fox is one of the characters that needs the most tech skill. So yeah, first off, I'm playing on Uncle Punch. Sometimes it works on 20x, sometimes vanilla melee. You can do a lot with just vanilla melee, but I like playing on Uncle Punch because there's a bunch of different things here that you can turn on. Obviously, if you're fucking up or if you're not executing something perfectly, and if you're not executing it perfectly, why is that? You can put L cancel here, you can put Miss Tech, act out shield frame, spacey tech, shield drop, dash back, there's so many things here. The main ones we're going to use for now is I'm going to demonstrate ledge dash, combo counter, we're going to use later, and wave dash timing. So these are the ones we're going to use first. And I also use universal control pick since most tournaments run on that. If you don't know how to download 20xx or UCF, there'll be links in the comments and in the video description. So first off, there's a ledge dash training, there's a cancel one. I don't like using either of these. I actually use exercise for most of it when I just want to practice one specific thing. Say output Fox and start. Now in the newest version of Uncle Punch you can select stage, which is really helpful, but yeah, Battlefield is a good starting stage.
早速卵やってんじゃん。卵のトレもそんなにいいですかね。
So first off, this mode is just how many eggs can you hit?
You can hit and
I think this is a pretty good warm-up. It helps you practice L canceling, it helps you practice hitting different spots, but that's not what we're going to use for it today. But you could use this as a warm-up if you like. What we'll do is we'll just press D-pad down and the time will start going up instead. And now you can use this for chicken time and stuff like that if you want. So you don't really have to concern yourself much about the angle. I think when you get that, it's really stupid. With Fox, generally when you wave dash, you just want to hit down and forward, or back and forward, or straight down. Those are the main ones. Fox can hit perfect weight dashes, but generally they don't matter too much. So definitely, especially when starting out, concern yourself with down forward mostly. So as you can see, I'm hitting mostly frame perfect weight dashes. I would say in general, you can aim for either frame 1 or frame 2. But if you fail, I think it's better to fail by hitting frame 3 or frame 2 than hitting frame 0, like doing it too fast. Because if you press it too fast, you get a full jump. If you press it a little bit late, this is all that happens. So it's a very common problem when people learn weight dashing, they press it too fast, especially with Fox. And the way I would learn anything, and this goes for any fighting game I've ever learned, is you start by breaking it apart, mastering each input, and becoming comfortable with it, and then trying to bring them together, and you start very slow. So for weight dashing, most people use full jump, so you just like think about full jumping, and you think about, you know, like holding the direction. So full jump pressing down forward, and full jump like pressing down back, without getting a dash and then jump. So jump, then down back, jump, then down back, jump, then down back.
今、ジャンプ、前ダウンバックジャンプ、前ダウンバックジャンプ、前バーどういうこと？これのトレモってこと？やってるの。ジャンプ、そうジャンプ前バー、ダウンバックジャンプ、前ダウンバックジャンプ。ジャンプ、前その時、ダウン、バック、ダウン、バック。このトレモってそんなに大事なのか。
And then jump. So jump, then down back, jump, then down back, jump, then down back. Because if you press down back before, then you will turn around. But that's not what you want. Especially like when you're in shield, you test this, you want to be able to get that and not that. And then you try air dodging. And first off, you can try doing it too fast, pressing them at the same time. And then you can try doing it super slow, like exaggerate. Just try to exaggerate in the beginning, like jump and jump down forward, or just jump. And then air.
ただジャンプをするだけか。
And jump down forward, or just jump.
なるほどね。うまくいかなかったら、ジャンプして、斜め前にジャンプするか、それともジャンプだけするかっていうことをして少しずつ。ガーキャン絶句をできるようにしましょうっていうお話ですかね、こいつが言ってるの。確かにね、ガーキャン絶句って俺結構ミスっちゃうんだよね。わかるよ。
And then arrow super late, and then do it slightly faster until you start getting weight dashes like this. And then now when you start aiming for these ones, you'll most likely get a couple full jumps. And you kind of want to make sure that you like start by aiming for frame 3 or frame 4, and then like on the counter here, and then you gradually try to move it a little bit down. But yeah, that's basically how I practice anything. Practice, know what it looks to do it too slow, which is this. Know what it looks like to do it too fast, and then exaggerate in each way, like doing it much like a little bit faster or a little bit slower, and then you eventually find a timing. And this will take a long time. It's very important. This is a core practice principle. It's very important to realize that consistent practice is much better than a long like session of straight practice. Breaks and sleep help you learn, especially things like this that are muscle memory. The effects of your practice are not done until you've like played, went to sleep, woken up, and then like try again. That's basically when like you have accumulated the full effects of your practice. Because a lot of the time you practice something and you can't do it and then you go to sleep or you take a break, and then you can do it much better. Don't concern yourself too much with hitting things perfectly. Concern yourself more about practicing, focused, and staying concentrated. And yeah, so what I would do is I would just practice with weight dashing like this, making sure I get as few full jumps as possible, because those are the biggest culprit. In general, obviously you don't want to like get a full jump, because then you have to like react to something different. Doing a slightly slow wave dash is not a big problem, and then you can start practicing it from like wave dashing, wave shining, and so on. It will take a long time to get this, but don't worry too much if you can't wave dash in the beginning. That's basically like very basic way of learning anything. If I do a common Dragon Ball, if I try to learn something in like how to edge guard, I always try to like do this, like do it too fast, do it too slow, try to slowly make up and reach this middle point where you get the perfect timing. So that's how I learn something new. So if I want to learn double shine, like you know, I do the same thing. Do it too fast, do it too slow. Sometimes it can be hard to do double shine too fast. But yeah, just make sure that you practice whatever you want. Don't add too many things, and try to practice as consistently as possible. And if you can, this is why I like Uncle Punch. Track your progress. So try to like, you know, feel out. It can be hard for this one, but try to like maybe record a little video in OBS, or maybe a phone video if you're playing on COT, so that you can show yourself how it looked 10 days ago. Because in the moment it can be hard to appreciate your improvement, but over time you will see very clear differences. And tracking progress when it comes to anything helps making it a habit. It helps you stay motivated. And yeah, it's just a really good thing. And if you're not improving, it also tells you what you're doing wrong. Next up, we're gonna do some tech that is specific to Fox, and then we're gonna do the routine. The biggest thing with Fox is this jump squat. What jump squat means is that you jump faster than any other character, basically, which means that a couple of things, but most notably, it makes actions such as short hopping, JC up smash, and JC grab harder. Those are the biggest things.
ジャンプキャンセルアップスマッシュと、
you have to keep in mind.
ジャンプキャン
And
セル
even I have problems consistently short hopping every time.
まあ確かに
I
こ
can
れ
short
シ
hop
ークで
like
も
this
使うんだよね
easily,
この動き
but
使うし
especially
結構見
when
せるんだ
I'm
よ
a
な
little bit rusty, I start fucking up. Yeah, you see there, short up nairs. When I try to do them as soon as possible. So right now I'm a little bit rusty, so I'll screw them up a little bit. Practicing instant short up nairs is not something I recommend to start with, because it's a very awkward motion. So to start off, just learn short hopping, and again, press it too lightly, like barely even touch the button, like you're like just missing it, and then gradually move closer and closer until you're just very good at like lightly tapping it and doing it very quickly. And then the problem with short hopping is that there's so many different ways. Short hopping out of shield for me is easier than dashing and then short hopping and then nairing. Like doing that nair is easier for me to do than that nair. So yeah, try to practice a couple of different scenarios. But in general, just try to learn it. And again, this is something that practice will just get better. And eventually you'll get it. Now, after you're done short hopping, I would just suggest like learning how to time your nairs like mid height like this. If you're only gonna learn one nair height, then mid nair height is the best. If you want to practice L canceling it, you can play on this one. And I would recommend using a slightly bigger target than Fox to start off, and then you can move on to different character sizes. Because this nair is safe on shield. If you shine or spot dodge or jab after, it's good enough to combo, and it's not slow like the latest possible nair, but it's not as hard to do as the earliest possible nair. Earliest possible nair also is unsafe on shield, and is less safe on CC as well. And obviously it's the hardest, so don't mind doing that one earliest. In many cases, what I think is that if your only option is to do something frame perfectly, you're probably picking the wrong option. That means that like if you can only hit the shine or shield, if you hit it, you know, like the grounded one, it's not worth the risk. If you only think you'll get the nair out, if you do it frame perfectly, it's probably not the right option. Next up, we have JC grab and up smashing. Now, first off, we'll just do JC grab. I use X and Z for this. And this is something that it's still pretty hard for me. It's just something you have to learn, and you have to learn to do it for many different things. You have to learn to do it from shine. Not grab shield since you can just press A, but yeah, shine grab, JC grab, auto crouch, like after a nair. Just practicing this will help a lot with your Fox, and it's one of his main ways to win neutral as well, to wait for an attack and then go into JC grab. If you just want a simple practice, just practice dash dancing, dashing away for a little bit longer, and then grabbing. This is like the easiest way to whip punish something. And if you want to grab someone that you think is going to dash back, then you aim behind them. Which sounds really funny because you don't literally aim, but if you imagine the Fox going backwards, then you'll learn to overshoot grabs or shines. Doesn't really matter. If he's also dashing back. Next up is JC up smash. Now JC up smash is kind of weird, and most Foxes actually consistently lose matches because they suck at up smashing. And it's because it's a 2-frame timing to hit. You have to press up and then press A or C stick, or press jump and then A or C stick at the same time. Now, for me, the easiest way is to do X and then C stick up. I claw for this, so I changed my grip from holding like this to like this. Then I go X and then up smash. This is the way I do it whenever I have time to swap. Sometimes it will be hard to react, as if I'm shielding and they do something unexpectedly lag on my shield. I might have to do it faster. Those times I press up and then C stick. You can probably learn to do jump and C stick up. To do this out of shield is very hard. I mean, X, up, and A. But to do this out of shield is very hard, I think. Because if you hold shield when you do this, you get grab instead of up smash. But if you do C stick, you always get C stick up. I mean, always up smash. So I can hold shield here. And press like this. So it's very awkward. A lot of people do not claw, but it's something that if you're struggling with up smashes and you try to learning them pressing up and C stick at the same time, it's something I'd recommend. It's also a bit more consistent depending on controllers. Tapping up for C stick up is very inconsistent. And another thing for relatively new players and even players that are good, the two main options for Fox from Shine should be Shine grab and wave shine back. That's my honest opinion. I think doing stuff like this, like mirrors and stuff like that, that's nice, but especially starting out, you should make sure that your wave shines and your shine grabs are as good as they can be, because using those two essentially create a 50-50 mix-up where if you think they're going to spot dodge, shine grab, you can do wave shine and then do another shine, which will punish it. If you think they're going to roll out of the grab, you can wave shine back and then grab them or up tilt them. If they're going to roll forward, you can do that. If they're going to try to punish you, either shine grab or shine back or shine forward on some characters such as Marth. Basically always one of those options will win. And it also simplifies the reaction where you hit them, you're not sure if they're going to shield or not, so you can always go to shine and then wave dash away or forward to begin with. I think that's a very, very solid plan. Because contrary to what many people think, I think the most important thing for Fox is not to get shield pressure, but to stay safe on shield, to allow him to go in with nairs without ever having to fear retaliation when he summons shield. And then the next step, when they are convinced that you are safe, you can punish the ways they try to punish you. In that sense, it becomes a lot easier to play, help you keep things clean, and it also makes it easier for you to combo, since wave shining forward is way easier to do when all you're doing is wave shining back or forward. And yeah, shine grab, biggest reward. That's why it's also the best thing to beat shield. Just grab them. I think one cool Fox thing to do is to do combo training and try to combo from drill. I think this is actually like really cool. So you press
俺無意識の中で試合で勝つためにいろんなボタン仕込んでるの今気づいたわ。少女アンナとの中でもなんかね、無意識の中で普通にジャンプボタン仕込んでんだよね。なんでジャンプ入れてんのかわかんないんだけど。
Random DI is fine. And then you just try to dare. And they try to grab. Now, if the CPU is perfect, it's very hard. Just try to increase your consistency. If you get really annoyed by missing it sometimes, practicing on lighter characters such as Puff and Pichu or Game & Watch will help you, because if the opponent's actually perfect, drill grab is very hard. And again, this is something where first you do it too fast, so you press grab before you think that you're out of dare grab, so you get this if you press too fast, and then too late, where you clearly miss the grab. Right, like right now I'm grabbing him after his spot dodge, and then you try to move it as close as possible.
全然話聞いてなかった。
Missing it sometimes, practicing on lighter characters such as Puff and they try to grab. Now, if the CPU is perfect, it's very hard. So just try to increase your consistency. If you get really annoyed by missing it sometimes, practicing on lighter characters such as Puff and Pichu or Game & Watch will help you, because if the opponent is actually perfect, drill grab is very hard. And again, this is something where first you do it too fast, so you press grab before you think that you're out of dare grab, so you get this if you press too fast, and then too late, where you clearly miss the grab. Right, like right now I'm grabbing him after his spot dodge, and then you try to move it as close as possible, as consistently as possible. Oh, it's really hard for me to show doing it too fast because I have so much muscle memory fighting. But yeah, now I'm doing it too fast, and I'll try to do it really slow. And then, you try to move faster. Now, I'm gonna show you what I do to practice. Now, you can do this on regular CPUs, but I think playing on 20XX is the best one. So we're gonna close this one. We're gonna open 20XX. There's a lot of options you can enable 20XX, but we're gonna keep it pretty simple so far. And I'm also gonna type all of this out and release a public talk because this is my Fox routine that I created a bit ago. It was more. I didn't publish it then because I didn't do as much YouTube, but yeah. So main one is just go to melee. Pick Fox. You make your CPU the player 4-1 because this is one with the best CPU. You pick level 1, level 3 doesn't really matter. You pick a character that you want to practice against. And here's the thing: you don't play stocks because stocks is not what we're trying to do. We're not trying to beat the CPU. We're not trying to, destroy him as hard as possible. Nothing like that. And you can also, so if you put it to time in 20XX, you can hold start, and it will start for you. Now, here's the key thing that I do differently. Again, practicing too much will hurt your hands. It will make you burn out. It will make you focus too much on some things, get you frustrated. I really think that when you're doing a routine that's not supposed to be super specific, it's not supposed to be like, I'm gonna learn wave shining backwards. I think keeping yourself, intentionally limiting yourself on time is good. And what I always do is I do some kind of timer, so like 3 minutes, for example. Now this routine that I do is 10 minutes long, and I can show you to it here. Basically, here you also have the breakdown. So if I do 9 minutes, put 9-minute timer, it will, these 10 things will be 1.5 hours. If I do 6, it'll be 1 hour. If I do 5, it'll be 45 minutes. If I do 3, it'll be 30, 2, 20. So you can kind of adjust yourself. Do I have 20? Do I have 30? And obviously you can take away half of these, like do that, and only, adjust the time accordingly. So first off, we have this one. Warm up, move around, short hop, full jump, wave dash, dash dance, and whatever comes to mind. See what I seem to miss a lot. Once a bit warmed up, practice precise, simple movements out, making sure to move the character exactly the way I want. Now, you don't need to do this super specifically, but it's just like a guideline, like, go back to melee, pick battlefield, FD, whatever stage you want. And yeah, just do simple movement, wave dashing, full jumping, what I seem to miss. For Fox, it could be the most simple thing, but we're gonna get to that as well. Yeah, this is generally just movement, making sure you don't hold the controller too tense, warming up a little bit. So this one's short up aerials, go through each of them step by step, nair, drill, back air, up air, fair. Make sure to practice both retreating, approaching, shield stop, and to hit specific marks on the ground to ensure the movement up to the aerial is smooth. That's like the goal, but obviously you can make it simpler. If you're just starting out, just make sure that you can get like nair, back air, and drill. Then you can do upper, then you can do fair. This is all just a guideline, and it's a bit outdated. I think in general, this one's a bit too much. It's a bit hard to like remember all this. If I designed this today, I would probably make it simpler, and I'd make it easier so you don't have to keep reading off like a big document when you're practicing. But yeah, this can still help you to give some ideas on what to practice and such. So now we do this, and then what you do is that you just do this until the timer is out, and I generally just pick random stages. So now you do Nair. Again, UCF is not on this one. And you can start doing standing, rising, late, empty, drill, space away drill, space forward drill, pass forward drill, pass back here both ways. Since I do it with A this way and C stick this way, so it's more natural. And yeah, I'll link the full document down below, but I think this is already long enough. The one thing I will say is once you want to start practicing combos, which you can decide how much you want to do movement and how much you want to do combos. This is the one thing. This is number 8. And you can make your own list, just to be clear. It does not have to be my list. Practice the most fundamental combo starters and kill setups while making as few mistakes as possible. So now we'll select the CPU. Again, we'll make it player 4. We'll do this. You can use save states, but generally I just like to keep it simple. So we'll do up smash. How do I combo from up smash? And then just like try to intentionally like hit only moves with big combo potential, like up throw. Doesn't have to be the same one over and over, but I like trying to do like, you know, try to like, okay, I'm gonna do a couple grab combos. Also, this controller is unplayable without UCF, but yeah. And then you can like try to remember, what are my kill setups? What are my gimp setups? And obviously, the CPU won't always be perfect, but that's fine. This is more about like getting it, you know, like properly into your head what you want to do, and then you can also later, if you find something you really want to find out, how do I back through a game of Fox, then you can look into that situation more specifically once you've already completed like your full routine. The 9th point is just like shout out shield, because that's what I wanted to practice at the time. And then the 10th point is things I've been missing recently. If anything comes to mind, like I've been missing wave shine up smashes on Fox, or I've been missing them on Marth, or I've been missing ledge dashes. Maybe when I did the routine I noticed something being off that I didn't have time to fully assess. And you pick the one thing you can think of that has the most impact on a match, or at least something that you feel you do a lot. Things that you miss sometimes that you don't do often, or that don't matter too much, like, you know, if you're getting frame 8 ledge dash instead of frame 9, that doesn't matter. Things that kill you, things that kill the opponent, and things that like help make you lose neutral for free. Those are the 3 biggest things. If I don't have anything, I just try to find something I find fun practicing, something that feels satisfying. Maybe on Yoshi's, I just do this. Also suck right now. Maybe I'll practice shield dropping, shine, or multi-shining, whatever. It doesn't have to be that specific. And yeah, that's basically how I do it. I just time myself with the timer, make sure I don't go over the time. You could probably, again, make it shorter, make it longer, make the list shorter, longer. But I think having a consistent routine and then tracking how you do with it, if possible, maybe record it once, or just have a general feel of how you do, and then looking back at it, and I think you'll notice really big results much quicker than you think. Yeah, it might take you a couple weeks, but a couple weeks in a lifetime is not that long, you know. And I truly think that practicing tech skill properly is a very, very important part of any fighting game. Like, whether even if it's simple like Ultimate, just being more comfortable doing the simple stuff helps you take away focus from executing and putting them towards mind games, adapting, and so on. And solo practicing is necessary for every game. You need solo practice, you need analysis, and you need matches, and then tournament experience, nerves, mentality. Those are the 5 things. So like, again, practice, solo practice, analysis, matches, tournament practice, and mentality practice. Now, I'll probably go into more of these in depth, like how you play friendlies, which is actually like an art, like how you actually play friendlies against other people, how you compete at tournaments, how you improve your mentality. But for now, I think we're done. Let me know if you like this one. Something fun you can do is you can put on some kind of DJ set or music mix that is 20 minutes long or 30 minutes long to make sure that you keep on time. You can kind of make it a soothing thing to just go practice text flow for half an hour. And yeah, follow me, subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. Subscribe if you're watching on Twitch too. Subscribing on Twitch is the best way to support me and creating more of these guides. Let me know if you want more melee content, more ultimate content. And I also have a Patreon now, patreon.com/Leffen, but I don't have any exclusive content. It's just that if you don't want to support on Twitch, I guess you can support there, but I would recommend Twitch since you get emotes, no ads when you watch me stream and so on. That's it. We did it. Whoa. Also, for those watching on YouTube, I now have a YouTube play button for 100k subs. We're almost to 150 actually. Thank you guys all so much for the support here on YouTube. There's a few of you guys I don't really get a chance to talk to face to face because you only watch YouTube, you don't watch my streams. I'll probably make like a Q&A for 100k subs, 150k subs, and upload it to YouTube at some point. And I will also try to do more melee content and more melee guides.
結局何も分かんなかったよ結局何も分かんなかったんですけど、俺が真面目に見てないのが悪いんですか。
Right, so this is the Fox practice. React to something different. Doing a slightly slow way dash is not a big up. I claw for this, so I changed my grip from holding like this to down with Fox. That will help you get started, and it will help you like. There are more specific Fox than other characters that often people forget. And 3.
こいつ崖絶のトレもしてるのかな崖絶ちゃんとやってる風なことはあんまり見れなかったんやけど。よいしょ。
Consistently lose matches because they suck at up smashing, and it's because it's a 2-frame. I try to learn something in.
うわ
in like might look like, and like this is more of a template for the practice routine, so you can see how does it look, how can I input my own. You can use this for any character, but obviously Fox is one of the characters that needs the most tech skill. So yeah, first off, I'm playing on Uncle Punch. Sometimes it's on 20x, sometimes vanilla melee. You can do a lot with just vanilla melee, but I like playing on Uncle Punch because there's a bunch of different things here that you can turn on that make it obvious if you're fucking up or if you're not executing something perfectly. And if you're not executing it perfectly, why is that? You can put L cancel here, you can put this tech, act out a shield frame, spacey tech, shield drop, dash back, like there's so many things here. The main ones we're going to use for now is I'm going to demonstrate it with ledge dash, combo counter we're going to use later, and wave dash timing. So these are the ones we're going to use first. And I also use universal control picks since most tournaments run on that. If you don't know how to download 20xx or UCF, there will be links in the comments and in the video description. So first off, there's a ledge dash training and there's a cancel one. I don't like using either of these. I actually use exercise for most of it when I just want to like practice one specific thing. The output Fox and start. Now in the newest version of Uncle Punch you can select stage, which is really helpful, but yeah, Battlefield is a good starting stage. So first off, this mode is just like how many X can you hit, and I think this is a pretty good warm-up. It helps you practice L canceling, it helps you practice just like hitting different spots, but that's not what we're going to use for it today. But you could use this as a warm-up if you want, if you like. What you'll do is we'll just press D-pad down and the time will start going up instead. And now you can use this for chicken time and stuff like that if you want. So you don't really have to concern yourself much about the angle. I think looking at that is really stupid. With Fox, generally when you wave dash, you just want to hit down and forward, or back and forward, or straight down. Those are the main ones. Fox can hit perfect wave dashes, but generally they don't matter too much. So definitely, especially when starting out, concern yourself with down forward mostly. So as you can see, I'm hitting mostly frame perfect wave dashes. I would say in general, you can aim for either frame 1 or frame 2. But if you fail, I think it's better to fail by hitting frame 3 or frame 2 than hitting frame 0, like doing it too fast. Because if you press it too fast, you get a full jump. If you press it a little bit late, this is all that happens. So it's a very common problem when people learn wave dashing, that they press it too fast, especially with Fox. And the way I would learn anything, and goes for any fighting game I've ever learned, is you start by breaking it apart, mastering each input, and becoming comfortable with it, and then trying to bring them together, and you start very slow. So for wave dashing, most people use full jump, so you just like think about full jumping, and you think about, you know, like holding the direction. So full jump pressing down forward, and full jump like pressing down back, without getting like a dash and then jump. So jump, then down back, jump, then down back, jump, then down back. Because if you press down back before, then you will turn around, and that's not what you want. Especially like when you're in shield, you can test this. You want to be able to get that and not that. And then you try air dodging, and first off, you can try doing it too fast, pressing them at the same time, and then you can try doing it super slow, like exaggerate. Just try to exaggerate in the beginning, like jump and jump down forward, or just jump and then arrow super late, and then do it slightly faster until you start getting wave dashes like this. And then now when you start aiming for these ones, you'll most likely get a couple full jumps. And you kind of want to make sure that you like start by aiming for frame 3 or frame 4, and then like on the counter here, and then you gradually try to move it a little bit down. But yeah, that's basically how I practice anything. Know what it looks to do it too slow, which is this. Know what it looks like to do it too fast, and then exaggerate in each way, like doing it much like a little bit faster or a little bit slower, and then you eventually find a timing. And this will take a long time. It's very important. This is a core practice principle. It's very important to realize that consistent practice is much better than a long like session of straight practice. Breaks and sleep help you learn, especially things like this that are muscle memory. The effects of your practice are not done until you've like played, went to sleep, woken up, and then like try again. That's basically when like you have accumulated the full effects of your practice. Because a lot of the time you practice something and you can't do it, and then you go to sleep or you take a break, and then you can do it much better. Don't concern yourself too much with hitting things perfectly. Concern yourself more about practicing, focused, and staying concentrated. And yeah, so what I would do is I would just practice with wave dashing like this, making sure I get as few full jumps as possible, because those are the biggest culprit of screwed up movement. In general, obviously you don't want to get a full jump, because then you have to like react to something different. Doing a slightly slow wave dash is not a big problem, and then you can start practicing it from like wave dashing, wave shining, and so on. It will take a long time to get this, but don't worry too much if you can't wave dash in the beginning. That's basically like very basic way of learning anything. If I do a common Dragon Ball, if I try to learn something in like how to edge guard, I always try to like do this, like do it too fast, do it too slow, try to slowly make up and reach this middle point where you get the perfect timing. So that's how I learn something new. So if I want to learn double shine, like, you know, I do the same thing. Do it too fast, do it too slow. Sometimes it can be hard to do double shine too fast. But yeah, just make sure that you practice whatever you want. Don't add too many things, and try to practice as consistently as possible. And if you can, this is why I like Uncle Punch. Track your progress, so try to like, you know, feel out. It can be hard for this one, but
導入の仕方わかんねえんだけど、ちょっとやるか。一旦配信切ってぶち込むかどうにかし、ちょっと待って。一旦配信切るか。一旦配信切ってまあやるかどうかは謎だけど。でね。いや待って、まあ配信切る必要もねえか。でそうですよね。俺も レッフェンの動画画面を見てる限りそんな気がしたんですが、めんどくさくて導入してないんだよな。仕方ないから今やるか。待ってね。だってどうにかして導入するわ。じゃあ、待って、いけんのかな。全然いけるような気がしねえんだけど。あっと、いやー、ドルフィンはあんま意味ねえな。待ってね。さて、運が良ければ、そう、俺運が良くて運がいいっていうそれだけで 20XX の導入に成功したことあるから、もしかしたらこれも運が良ければなんか成功するかもしんねえ待ってね。タンタタンタンタンタンタンタンタンタンタタンタンタンタンタンタンタンタランタンタンタンタンタンタンタンタンタンタンタンタンタンタンタンタンタンタランタンタンタンタンタンタンタンタンふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふんふん ホームブロー導入済みならパッチャしてできた ISO ファイルを USB とかに入れ込むだけでそれはそんな気がする。ルルルルルルルチャランチャチャチャチャンチャチャチャチャンチャチャチャチャランチャンチャランチャンチャンチャンチャン。うわー IS パッチ当てるとかってその表現なんかすげえ懐かしいわ。チャランチャンチャンチャンチャンチャンチャンチャンチャン。そういうのってなんかね一度やったら満足しちゃう。僕は違法人間ではないので細かいことはわからないですよ。とりあえずそうやって保険はかけておいて俺もよくわかんないけどガチャガチャってやってたらなんか 20XX 導入できたんですよね実は。ガチャガチャってやってたら経緯は覚えてないんですけど待ってちゃんと読んどくかいろいろ。英語だからって分かんないって言って言い訳してる場合じゃねえわ。 いや、英語だからわかんねえわ。ただ数量ラララター、待ってね。待って、OBS の画面に変化はない。待ってよ、これは置いておいて、これも置いておいて。まあ、これも置いといていいわ。待ってね。これかな。ああ、大丈夫か。で、これはいらねえわ。結構ダウンロードに時間かかりますね。どれにして待ちましょう。しかも今、レッフェンはどうでもいいわ。待って、レッフェンはどうでもいい。こいつはどうでもいい。こいつはどうでもいいから、ボレロを聞こ
う。なんでだよ。なんでこんなこともできないんだよ。
なんでこんなことできねえんだよ。そう、自動翻訳だとちょっと心もとないんですよね。そう。まあでも、ないよりあった方がマシなのはわかるんですけどね。なんで英語も読めねえんだよ、このバカ野郎。そんな感じなんやけども。読めないんですよね、日本人だから。もうこのせいでどれだけの情報を摂取できてないのか。とりあえずこのおっさんを言いましょう。全くもってダウンロードは終わんないんですが。待って、まあそりゃそうか。配信してるし動画も流してるし、なんかいろいろやってるもんな。そりゃそうだな。日本語とか島国まあそれで俺は日本に生まれてしまったから、生まれたんでね、日本に捨て去ることはできないですよ。びっくりした。ちょっと手休めた方がいいな。全然ダウンロードが終わらん。あと何分かかるんですかこれ。リラックスのテクニックがあるのが、まあそうなんだよね。日本ってそういうのないんだよな。誰もやんねえんで、そもそも人が少ねえからさ。 そう、人が少ねえっていうのは一番問題なんだよね。あれ、ジップファイルなんじゃないのこれ。なんでこんな重いの？圧縮とは何だったのか。ジップファイルってさ、基本的にダウンロードクソ早いイメージなんだけど。人少ないし、そんな動画作ってる余裕あるに日本社会で存在しえない。それはあるな。あ、来た。待って、回答にまた時間かかるわ。はい。待って、多分この後は多分運が良ければなんとかなると思うんだよな。マジ、うわ、マジ、ちょっと待って。腹立つな、なんか逐一。待ってよ。 ってミスったSP 性ないきちんと SP 勢かっこいいはい
汚い人無理だろうと言って振られてしまった俺が別人みたいな肌になることができた。
いやこんないいところで広告入るセンス疑うわやば